Hey there, Saki here from Saki Tech, and in today's video, I would like to share top 5 cases for your Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus that were handpicked from a range of premium cases. All these cases are made by the brand Olixar, and each one has its own unique flavor. So let's dive right in and discover some cases that you should consider buying for your S8 or S8 Plus. Now, I will be using an S8 for the demonstration, but all these cases are also available for the S8 Plus. And of course, I will provide a link to each case down below in the description. Let's dive in. Alright, so the first case I want to talk about just happens to be my favorite. It's called the X-Trex Rugged Card Case. So basically, it has 3 things about it that I really like. The first one is obviously the shape. So it's actually quite a gorgeous case. Okay, so let's flip it over. As you can see, you got full protection. It's a very rugged case. It's very nice and thick, so it's going to offer a lot of protection to every angle of your Samsung Galaxy S8. But the other 2 things that I like, on top of the fact that it looks gorgeous, it's all futuristic, is the fact that it does have a card holder. So you can actually insert a card right here. It's going to go down, and you can use this button here to push it up. So you can push the card up, the card comes right up, you can easily slide it out, and then when you're done you can push this back and reinsert the card so it doesn't cover the camera. So the card will go right in here in this little opening, and you will use this slider here to bring the card up or bring it down so the card can get hidden. So it's a nice way to hide the little card. And finally, the third thing I like about this case is the fact that it has in fact a kickstand that allows you to put the phone vertically or horizontally, which is very important. So basically all you do is you pull this tab up a little bit, okay, and then you can put the phone like this if you so desire, if you're watching a movie, or if you want a different angle, you can go just like that. Absolutely fantastic. All right, and of course I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for this case, so just go check it out. And of course, once you're done with the kickstand, you just push it in and you press it in place and it locks right in. Let's move on to the next case. Alright, so the next case I want to talk about is this beautiful, gorgeous, full, genuine leather executive S8 case. Again, this is also by Olixar. All the cases we are showing in this video are by Olixar, and all the links are down in the description box below. So let me just give you a highlight of this case. Basically, it's an executive case. It's a wallet case. So when you open this case, you'll have slots over here for 2 cards. Could be a license, could be your debit card, your credit card, whatever you want. And as you can see, through and through, you have this gorgeous design going on. It certainly feels like a very expensive case. Even though it's not that expensive, you can go check the price out. And of course, if you flip it around, you've got access to the camera in the back, the fingerprint sensor, the heart rate sensor, but they're not as fully accessible as you think. They're just openings. It's really hard to actually put your finger on the fingerprint sensor. So if you're looking for a case that gives you easy access to the heart rate sensor, to the fingerprint sensor, this is probably not the case to get. But if you're looking for a beautiful leather case that you'll be easily, that you're okay with operating without being able to access these 2 couple things here, then you can buy this case. Of course, the camera itself is fully working, so you don't have to worry about the camera. You can take pictures using this case. But simply understand that you're not going to be able to access that fingerprint sensor as easily as you think. Alright, so it's a wallet case, it's a leather case, it's a gorgeous case, and that's why you want to buy it if you want to buy it. All I want to do is show you guys different options, and then you can make a choice on how the case actually looks. A lot of people buy cases based on how good it looks as opposed to perhaps protection. But as far as protection, this case will protect your phone. I mean, it's fully covered through and through, okay? So if this case falls on the floor, nothing is going to happen to the phone. The only thing is, because we don't have a magnetic flap over here that keeps this conjoined together, if it does fall, it might open up as it's falling, and the screen might come in contact with the surface that it's dropped on. So again, I don't recommend this case for full and total protection. However, I would buy this case if you just want something nice and executive. Alright, let's move on to the next case. Alright, so this next case, again, it's a gorgeous case. This is, again, genuine leather. You've got beautiful stitching in the middle of the case through the back. And basically all this is simply a case. Don't expect to get protection other than the protection you get just by covering the phone around for daily minor uses. It's not going to give you any protection for drops. Okay, so if this phone drops, it's going to come in contact directly with the floor and the screen may shatter or whatever. So this is not about protection. It does not have any fancy things like a credit card holder or a card holder or even a kickstand. All this case is it's genuine leather. It's gorgeous. It's got this beautiful stitching. You do get full access to your fingerprint sensor, your heart rate sensor, and the camera obviously, but that's all. If you're looking for a basic case for basic protection that also looks gorgeous and is genuine leather, this is the case to get. Again, this is the front side right over here. And as you can see, stitching comes all the way to the top on the front here. Everything is fully accessible. The power button, the side buttons, the bottom, and the back side is absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I will be using this case for a while because it's one of my favorites. Let's keep moving and discover more cases. Alright, so here's the next case. As you can see, it looks gorgeous, but again, it's just a case. It does not have any fancy secret features like a card holder or a kickstand. It does offer better protection than the one that I showed you guys. So if I flip this over, as you can see, it's covered through and through. And the screen may not be fully protected because, you know, it could fall on the floor again and shatter. But the thing that I liked about this case, like I said, I like to give you guys options. So it's a different design. It's got this beautiful carbon fiber texture on the back that actually is very appealing to me. And on the sides, you have this metallic gray color. And it just makes the phone look gorgeous. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S8 is a beautiful phone. It's kind of a pain in the ass to hide it with a case. But if the case itself is a beautiful case, then you can take the hit. But this is certainly one of the cases, as far as aesthetics go, is very appealing. Again, beautiful carbon fiber texture, full access to the fingerprint sensor, full access to the heart rate sensor, the camera. The buttons are fully accessible even though they're protected, which is a good thing. So you get semi-protection and some good looks with this case. One thing I could say, I could reiterate, is if you are a fan of carbon fiber, the carbon fiber texture, this is a very good choice. Alright, so let's move on to the final case. Alright, so the final case is a clear see-through case. However, this is the toughest cases you can buy from Olixar. So this is called the Exo Shield Tough Snap-On Case. This particular color is called the crystal clear color, obviously because you can see right through the phone. So if you're looking for a case that allows you to see through the case and, you know, see the phone's original color perhaps, this is a great case to buy. On top of that, it offers the greatest protection of all the cases I just showed you guys. There's a lot going on around this case for protection. These things are raised, so even if this phone falls just like that, these corners will absorb all the shock. Okay, so it's not going to shatter the screen. Now it's still shatterable because the screen is exposed, but it's pretty thick around the corners, so if it does fall face flat, it's going to absorb a lot of the shock. On top of that, you get full access to the fingerprint sensor. The camera is obviously accessible, but you can also access the heart rate sensor. As I showed you in the beginning, some cases block these two ports over here, which is not that good, but in this case, you're fine. So again, if you're looking for a clear case, a case that will protect your phone, this is one of the best options as opposed to the ones I showed you, even though as far as beauty goes, it's not as good. But of course, you have full access to all the ports on the back. You know, the buttons are accessible. You've got the cutouts. Not a bad case at all. I mean, it does make the phone look quite pretty, at least from the back, because you see the actual color of the phone. So it's a clear case. On the front, it surrounds all the edges, so the edges are protected. But this is just another choice that you guys have, okay? My favorite choice, personally, is the leather case that I showed you guys with the stitches on the back, which doesn't offer full protection, but it looks great. But anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe to Saki Tech for more videos to come and give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just drop them down below, and link to every case can be found in the description box below. If you do end up buying one of these cases, just drop a comment down below and let me know which one you chose, or even if you don't buy them, just let me know which one you like most. Alright, well, have a fantastic day now.